What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Start Therapy with Lawrence and Ricky. I am Lawrence.
And I'm Ricky.
We're going to do some Dallas Cowboys talk. I know you guys are probably saturated with this stuff, but we have a lot to say. So better than to keep it in, and we won't let it all out. We're going to start with this Cowboys-Giants game. I know everyone's already beat to death the whole Micah Parsons trade, so we're not even going to say the name anymore. Let's get into this Giants game. And Ricky, what is our defense doing, man?
I have no clue. Like, I was talking to some of my buddies earlier this morning and even yesterday, and they were saying the same thing. Like, why do we got man corners, but we playing a whole lot of zone? Like, and then it's kind of hard for them to be physical if you playing 8 to 10 yards off the ball. You giving so much cushion when you could be physical. So I have no clue what they doing. Hopefully they can clean up, and I hope it's not one of them bend don't break defenses because that didn't work out well for us.
So, and honestly, I feel like they did a lot of zone mainly because they lost Bland. He's another man cover. But these other guys, I don't know. Elam is more zone. The other backups, they don't have Ravel, the rookie yet. He's more of a man corner. So maybe as those guys start filtering back, maybe we see them switch more to a man defense. But I also think they play a lot of zone against quarterbacks that can run to keep the play in front of them. It wasn't working because Dono is not the guy to be back in coverage.
And even like when we played against Philly, like it wasn't working until the second half. But I feel like the second half of the Philly game, like our defense looked totally different. And I don't know if you notice anything, but like Philly, they've been winning games, but like they haven't been putting up any like crazy stats or anything like that. Like we shut like Saquon down, and then even Sunday, I think when they played Kansas City, they really didn't do a whole lot either. So I don't know what it is. It's like the little things that's killing teams. Kansas City had ample chances to take the lead and win the game, but I don't know. Philly's gonna be strong. I don't even think their offense has started to click yet.
And the funny thing, so I don't want to talk too much about that team in green, but they are the poster child for the wins are not a quarterback stat crowd because they ain't winning because of Jalen Hurts.
Nope.
So, and I am a big believer that football is a team sport. I do not wins and losses don't affect. I mean, you win as a team, you lose as a team. This Cowboys game, they needed every single person on the team to win that game because, the offense picked up the defense and then obviously Dono with that late interception. I mean, what are you going to say about Brandon Aubrey, bro? Like,
they should have paid him after the game. That's what they should have did.
Yes, like immediately extended him right away. But back on his defense, like, I mean, obviously we don't know this answer. We're not in the meetings, but why is Leofow not getting more snaps on defense, man?
I feel like he should.
So, Shadi's been big on saying that, a lot of guys, they're not giving playing time to Blue or, it's a consistency. Mozzie Smith, it's a consistency thing. So maybe that's something that Leofau's got to prove in practice. But, man, all I know is when that man is on the field, he has energy sideline to sideline, and he brings every bit of him into a tackle. So, for me, man, like I need to see him more. I need to see some more snaps from James Houston.
Yes, I like James.
I never thought I would say because obviously I'm here in Michigan. I saw him here in Detroit, and to a man, a lot of people here were like, we don't need James Houston. That's fine. We can let him go. To me, man's playing well. So give him some more snaps, get Leofow out on that field, and then they got to get Bland and they got to get Ravel into that game plan, man, because these corners are not it.
Yeah, I thought Elam was going to actually help us out, but it seemed like he's still like confused out there. Even Sunday, like you let him get over top, but then you saw Hooker and even Wilson, like they act like they didn't know what was going on out there.
So do you think is that a coaching thing, or are they just not being communicated well?
Well, with Hooker, I mean, he know the system, so it's like you shouldn't even be confused. Wilson, he just be in his own world. He just do whatever he wanted. He don't even care. And he
Look,
got that. That was a lucky interception because
oh yeah, that
Russell just
was
threw it
right.
up in
Yeah,
the air for anybody. And
dropped
he
right
just
to him.
happened to. He probably was out of position and caught the interception. I mean,
Well,
I don't like him. I do not like him at all. I wish we can get two safeties right now off the street, and I promise you they will probably be way better than them because yeah,
so obviously that leads me to, and I wasn't even. This actually question just kind of hit me now as you were saying that. There's obviously nobody they're going to bring in that's going to be world shattering.
no.
Um, maybe they move some pieces around. How do you think Dono would be as like in kind of like that linebacker rover role?
See, I saw that they had mentioned something about it, but you don't really want to end the box kind of safety because you going at some point you're gonna have to cover as well. And he just horrible at that. So I don't know.
So, and this could be just obviously I'm not a football coach, so I don't know everything, but I've always looked at like the free safety, the Malik Hooker roles. That's your guy, and that's going to be deep. He's going to make the calls and make sure that everyone's wherever they got to line up. But that strong safety, man, like that's your run support guy. So, I don't. Maybe they slide someone else back in that deep safety role with Hooker and let Dono run up there and try to stop the run more. I don't know, man. Like it ain't working with him trying to cover deep.
Yeah. Like he's fine when it comes to like running downs, like he'll come up here, hit you, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. But when you get into passing situations, like I think it was Robertson that caught that wide. I mean, he was wide open, and then Wilson was looking at Diggs, and we in zone. Why are you looking at Diggs for? You supposed to cover over top. Like that's
Yeah,
your man.
right. So that is that a miscommunication between Diggs and Wilson? I mean,
I can see
because
that. But like,
the way Diggs was asking, he was acting. He was, hey, where were you, man?
yeah. But like I was saying, like if anybody, Hooker is the coach out there because he knows the system better than any of the guys on the team. So he should know where to be at, and he should be able to help Wilson if he's slow. Then he needs to put him at a certain point. I'm like, all right, just because you slow, that don't mean you can't get here. Like nobody else should beat you to this point. If you allow somebody to get over top, we gonna get hurt every time because you're not fast enough to get there.
Right.
So I'm thinking he might have to play off a little bit on passing down, or you might have to take him out.
What do you think of the Clowney move? What kind of impact do you think you'll have, if any?
I think I like it, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, he's old and everything like that, but just by the way he was talking and the way that he played like last season, I know that he can come in and give us some positive downs and stuff. Like he just a different energy type of guy.
I think he's going to help the run for sure. Yeah, I think what do you have 5.5 sacks last year for Carolina?
Yeah, it was
Um,
5 or 6.
you know, that's the situational pass rusher, sure. But again, it's like I said, like there's nobody that they're going to bring in right now that's going to really move the needle too much. Though I don't understand why Asante Samuel's still not signed somewhere.
Yeah, that's another question we're gonna have to do some research on. Like for him to still be out there, it's maybe an injury or like I'm not sure, but he's still on the market. Like that's a because one of
Because
them teams like Kansas City or the Eagles, somebody like that will sign him in the next couple of days. I'm telling you, he's not gonna be off there for long.
I don't, yeah, I haven't researched it enough to know like what's going on with him, but I mean, hell, man, I think Nick could be dumb, but I might even put him in that safety role and slide Dono out or up. I mean, I don't know. Um, how'd you think the offense went?
The offense, I actually, the offense wasn't bad outside of Tolbert, just dropping passes and stuff like that. Like, if you think about it, last year Tolbert was that guy that's like, he go out there, he making catches and stuff like that, and then it's like, I don't know if it's like since he's not in that role anymore, he just get nervous or whatever. I was even scared when they hit him on the kick return because he was just running like straight up, and it just seemed like somebody was gonna come down there and just knock his head off. Like it just got to the point where like I don't know if he gonna fumble or not. I don't trust him.
Well, I think on as far as like the kickoff, I think you could probably you might see Jaden Blue this week because he'll maybe he's an option to return kicks more speed than Tolbert.
Oh yeah,
A
definitely.
little bit more. He's obviously more shifty. As far man, this offense, I'm kind of stuck, man, because you have C.D. Lamb, you have George Pickens. Why does it seem like it's got to be the routes, man? Because it seems like they are never like they can't be schemed open, and I don't understand that. Like they are always covered, and I don't get it.
I feel like the offense. I like it better than McCarthy's system because McCarthy's
Yes, no
system
doubt.
had everybody like running the same routes, and I feel like this one is more of a chemistry thing. It's like they just gotta they like the new offense, but it's more so like they just gotta get the chemistry down and stuff like that.
Hmm. I
And we
mean,
all
I
know that like when you got game speed and stuff, it's a little different than a regular practice or whatever. So I think it's not bad. It's way like I said, it's light years better than McCarthy's system.
I do not disagree there. I'm just it just seems odd to me that it just seemed like every time you threw a ball to CD or Pickens, like there was somebody right on them. But then I go watch another game, and these guys are just roaming wide open, and these guys aren't even as good as CD or George.
Yep. And I
So
also think it's just like them just watching the film and they picking up on little things. Like I said, I'm thinking right now it's more simplified to the point where if you lined up in a certain formation, they pretty much can like just tell like where they trying to throw the ball to, because 75% of the time they gonna throw the ball to CD Lamb. So I feel like that plays a big role in it as well.
yeah, yeah, work in progress, but it's just something that mystifies me sometimes because even last night watching the Raiders Chargers game. I mean, there were a few times where I saw McConkey was just wide open. And I'm like, how do you scheme somebody that wide open? He's like just like here I am. But it seems
Well,
we got
he
to fight
but
through
they
everything.
he's actually a great route runner, and I can't. Somebody had mentioned it last year. I don't know if it was Michael Irvin or one of the other wide receivers. It might even been Daz, but anyways, they were saying that CD has to be more crisp with his route running. That's why he like the other receivers like separate from him and certain things like Amari Cooper like helped us out a whole lot because he can run routes really really
Right.
good, and he was like one of the best at it. CD is good, but his routes are not always crisp all the time,
So you
and I
think
feel
he
like
kind of
that's
floats a little bit.
yep. Especially like if he know he not getting the ball, then it's like he just kind of lagging around, kind of lackadaisical, and like teams pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah. It's it'll be interesting to see how they play against Chicago, especially now that Jalen Johnson's not going to be out there for the Bears. That's a big loss for their defense. But again, I mean, the way Caleb runs, I mean, we may have to. This is going to be another game where it's 40-37, especially
Yeah.
if our defense doesn't put any stop to I mean, the weapons that Chicago has. If Caleb puts it together, we don't have a problem.
Well, I actually watched the Chicago Minnesota game, and to be honest, the defense is not that bad at all. I don't know if it was just because it was JJ McCarthy or what, but like he was still playing defense. So this is not one of them games that we can just walk in to
No.
Chicago and just like, all right, we're gonna win this game. Like, no, it's not gonna
Oh,
happen
no,
like
no.
that.
No, no. Yeah,
Especially
I
if we
mean,
play like we did Sunday, man. It's
right.
like I'm so like it's to the point like we played so bad we should have got blown out.
Yes. But I mean, this game, but this type of game now, you see that Jalen Johnson is out. So then you need to attack whatever corner that comes in there and make him defend. But I mean, you got to move CD around, keep on moving Pickens around. Got to hold on to the ball, obviously. And let me just say, real quick, Javonte Williams, I was wrong about you, my friend.
Yeah, I was too. I was too. We can both say that. Like I mean, he's helping out a whole lot, man. Like he's a
Yes.
physical runner, and you wouldn't think that just by looking at him, but like, man, this dude does not want to go down, man. He fights for the extra yards and he protects the ball and everything. Like
Yes.
he's running well. So I like
Uh,
him.
Pleasantly surprised, and I am more than willing to admit I was wrong about
Yep, I
that
can see.
signing.
Now Miles
Um,
Sanders, I don't really care for him. I mean, we ain't got nobody else put right there right now, but yeah, I'm not a fan of Miles Sanders at all.
yeah, it's funny too because I was on X when watching the game, and they'd given the ball to Sanders. I'm like, man, I tweeted out, hey, I'm like, I don't, we could do without him, and then he scored the touchdown. It was like, okay, that's great, but I'd still rather see Blue out there, but
Yeah,
what,
at some point, but that's what I was going to ask you though. Like, I noticed when the Eagles game pregame, when he was walking out, well, after he went out there and like try to work out before the game, and they made him inactive, he was kind of limping still a little bit. It was like a light limp, but he was still. So I'm wondering if they was just trying to hold him out just till he get healthy enough to be able to run and not like try to force him out there.
hmm,
Yeah, I
I
did see
didn't know.
him limping because I remember he had re-aggravated his ankle from the previous time. So I don't know if that has something to do with it or whatnot, but
So I think we talked about it the last time that we tried to record the pod. Um, we were talking about Dak. He's he's looked good. There are times that I still think he doesn't see the entire field well.
yeah.
That play, and I remember, I can't remember exactly when it was in the game. It may have been late third quarter, but he forced the ball downfield to CD. He was being double covered, and I can't remember who the player was. It may actually been Ferguson. Was literally 8 yards
Wide
in front,
open.
wide open in front of him, and all he had to do was drop it into him, and there's your first down play. And I think they ended up having a punt after that. So part of me thinks that it's a little bit of Dak, kind of just big game hunting a little bit, trying to get those deep balls in. Where I feel like if he just takes what the defense gives him, then I don't think the offense can be stopped. Quite honestly, they've got the talent that he can just, hey, there you go.
Yeah,
But he's got to see the open guy.
we got enough talent to do that, and but I also think that's just well, we remember what happened last year when we played the 49ers. He didn't get the ball. CD made a big deal. Next game, he came out forcing him the ball, and I feel like that's still there to a certain extent. And a whole lot of people was talking about Pickens and how he was going to come out and just be that person. But like just looking at his demeanor and stuff, like he just want to play ball. Like he just got a new attitude compared to like we really don't know the whole situation like with
Right.
Pittsburgh, but it just seems like even when he not getting the ball and stuff, like he's still like in tune to the game. Even when he get like a 3 or 4 yard catch, like he's getting hyped up, like he's hyping the team up and stuff. So I like that from him because I honestly thought that we was gonna get like the crash out one, and that's not that. But
Nope. Yep. And I'll take the L on that one too, because I thought the same thing. I'm like, okay, we're going to have another head case here. complete opposite. So, so obviously, people, if anyone, when you all watch this, we don't mind saying we're wrong, but we're right a couple times too.
Yeah, we not wrong too much. I don't know if you had seen it, but I think Sunday Jay Tuck had tweeted about who's gonna be that person now that Micah's not there when you down by 10 and you trying to get the team fired up. Like he was like, who's gonna be that person? And I really didn't see anything. Like they really wasn't showing it. I'm no, but I just seen that he had tweeted about it. So I don't know. I just been thinking about it. But I like Kenny Clark's attitude and stuff and all that stuff like that. And even Overshown, even though he's not playing, like he's still doing things and it's showing that like he's like he ready to get back out there.
So I think, do we have a timetable for him?
He from what I saw today, he said Thanksgiving Day is the target day that he's going to play.
Okay. So do you think it's a fair assessment that I think that they're looking at Overshown as, in essence, the Micah replacement?
Possibly. Like I said, I mean, as long as he's healthy, he can do some things. So I can see that.
Because obviously he's got, well, we hope that he has this speed back.
I think it's going to take a little while to get up to speed, but I don't think we're going to be hurting a lot. Even like just sitting back looking like we going to be fine or whatever. Like we had Micah and we wasn't doing certain things that we wanted to do defensively, even when he was
Right.
out there. So I mean, we just gotta kind of adjust to him not being there, and just hope that like Sam Williams and the other guys do what they do. Kenny Clark had a big sack Sunday.
Yeah.
That kind of helped us out. Like he's the silent killer, as I'm gonna say, silent killer. Like he all about his business, and he just going out there. He not doing a whole lot of talking, which he said that he don't. He just like his game, but just go watch the film and see what he do. So
yep. No, I really think that I feel like they're just hoping that they can kind of tread water, record wise, and that, I mean, if Overshown does come back at 100%, he could be that spark on defense. Their schedule's kind of brutal anyway, but it's because some of these teams that are on the schedule don't look as daunting as they did, prior. Kansas City doesn't look like a team that really needs to be worried about right, like at this minute. Like, they don't have an offense right now, right? I mean, they may get people back before Thanksgiving because I think we play Kansas City on Thanksgiving, right?
no, we played. I think we played the Commanders.
Are you sure?
I'll have to
I
double
thought
check.
it was Kansas City. Let me check that real quick. Yes, we play Kansas City on Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the game that somebody tweeted today. I don't know which one it was, but I did see something today that's saying that was his target date. So
I definitely would like to have him back before the Lions game December 4th, because that's going to be a tough game, and I don't need all these Lions fans out here giving me shit.
So for some reason, everybody just wake up and ready to play the Dallas Cowboys. So even when we think it's going to be an easy game, we will find a way to make it competitive.
Yes,
just like we did Sunday.
There's quite literally no easy games for the Cowboys. It's just, I mean, that's just the way it is, and that's fine. But They just have a lot of the team. They play a lot of teams with good offenses, and that's where this defense really needs to. They got to step up, man. They got to figure something out.
Yeah. The biggest thing for me, it's early in the season, but when we play Green Bay, like their defensive line is crazy. So that'll tell us everything we need to know. I know it's still early in the season, but like this is will be a good test for our offensive line. But I'm telling you, like us not having BB is gonna hurt.
How much? How many times? Okay, let's put the over under. How many times do you think they line up Micah over Hoffman?
Phew. It might be the whole game if he can beat them. If
I
he can
mean,
beat them,
there's real. I mean, I mean, he'll. Micah's going to beat all of them, but I feel like if they have Gary going against, maybe if they have him going against Guyton and they line up Micah next to him going against Hoffman, Dak better know who the hot receiver is, or he's going to get crushed.
yep.
And you can't
I
tell me
think
that Micah's not going to want to take a nice shot at him.
yes, yep. Still, he looked.
And we're not supposed to be saying his name right now.
Yeah, we not. But still, man, it looked like he's taking a back seat. Like he just looked horrible Sunday, man. I mean, I give credit though that the Lions I mean, I say the Lions, the Giants defense up front is good, but
Oh,
man,
it's easily one of the better ones, and their
yeah,
front seven is tremendous.
but still was getting pushed around. Like you need to get in the weight room. Whatever you've been doing, you need to do something different because you was getting pushed around, and
Yep.
it didn't make no sense how like they was bullying him up front.
Oh my God, yeah. How many times was Dak moved off his spot? Like he had to just
Several times.
so. But that leads me to this next thing: is I was glad to see Dak run. I would love to see him run some more. Maybe some scheduled rollouts. I know people are like, no, you don't want. Yes, I do want him to run. If he's feeling healthy, that he needs to have that part of his game because that will open up some things downfield. Like you have to get him on some rollouts, man. Like get him away from the pocket, especially when you have a young offensive line that's just learning. Move him around. Move that
That
pocket
would
around.
that would add a different dimension to our offense if he's able to get out there and get and start running. But
I
you
mean,
know,
I'm not telling him to go and be a Lamar
yeah,
Jackson.
yeah, you ain't got to do it every play. And even with Jalen Daniels, like he's like I don't even know he might not even play Sunday because there's a knee injury. So it's stuff like that is like we really don't. If you get hurt in the pocket, that's different. But if you get hurt running, then that's a problem. So I kind of don't want to be in that situation at all. Like
I
we've
get it.
seen what happened last year when we didn't have Dak. So
I mean, and I completely understand, but I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's football. They can get hurt in practice. I mean, play your game. Like,
Bland got hurt.
yep, just play your game. Um, I would love to see him move around a little bit more and take advantage of some of that open space that he has. And like I said, I'm not telling him to go and be Lamar, but man, just if you can get a 4 or 5 yards on a little scramble, do it. It opens stuff up.
Yeah.
So,
Now, if don't get me wrong though, if he had Lamar Jackson speed, I'll say
well,
go for it. But
nobody
Dak,
does.
Dak been the same speed since he came to Dallas. He hasn't gotten any faster at all.
No, and
And
he
then
will
I
not.
remember at one point he was out there running all the time.
Yeah,
He
no,
used to
that
run all the time, but now it's just like they don't even want him. He used to truck people and everything. You got Patrick Mahomes and who was it? Herbert out here running people over. Like Dak needs to be doing that, man. Come on. Get out the
uh,
pocket.
just educated runs. How about we just say that educated
Yep,
runs?
educated runs. Only.
Um,
Because
but
if you think about it, it's so many quarterbacks in the league right now that can run.
yep,
It's so many of them.
And they're about to face another one on Sunday.
Yep, Caleb Williams. Then you got Jordan Love. Really don't run a lot, but I
No, but
mean,
he can.
will if he have to, he will.
But I got a feeling he ain't going to have to. We ain't going to talk about that game yet. We're not there yet.
Yeah, we got to focus on the Bears. Got to focus in on what they have.
Yes.
I do know that from what Coach Ben Johnson was saying today that they want to get Luther Burton a little bit more involved in the offense. So I feel like they're gonna try to throw him the ball a lot this week, and it wouldn't be a bad week to start because we don't have a whole lot of depth.
No, not at all. They and I was a can't remember what show it was, 105.3, one of the shows they had Jerry on. I think it was the morning show. And they asked him about any kind of cornerback help. And he's like, well, we've got help coming from within. So I can only assume that means Ravel might be active this week.
I did see that today. That I'm thinking it might not be this week, but probably next week.
Okay.
They're going to try to get him out there. So I did see that today. But like you said, at some point, man, you got to go out there and get Samuels. Why not? See what he can do. Just bring him in for a visit. See what he can do. See what's going on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the problem. And honestly,
he's aggressive.
And who knows? Maybe he just doesn't want to play. Maybe he feels like he's done. Kind of young to be done, but
yeah, he's like young. Like I said, I'm thinking it's got to be an injury.
Maybe.
I hope it's not, but that's the only thing I can think of. So why he's not out there? Even Simmons not on the roster right now. Justin Simmons, the safety. Like I said, there's a few people just like can help us out. Like if we can, I don't see it happening, but like if we was to get like 3 of them on our roster right now, like Justin Simmons, Samuels, and Wilkins.
Hey, there you go.
Like I said, them 3, if we can get for a nice veteran minimum, man, we will be fine.
I mean, it's a start.
Like I said, I don't see it happening, but it's just
no,
like,
it ain't gonna happen. Jerry, no.
If you could go out there, why not? Come on, be aggressive. I hate talking about the Eagles, but like they go get whatever they need. They're going to get it.
Yeah, that front office is the one of the gold standards for sure.
Yeah, they not scared to go. And like I said, I feel like after Sunday, I feel like Jared should already know that, like, okay, I just watched this defense get torched. Why not go out there and get somebody else? You signed Javed Clowning during the game. Why not go out there and get somebody else? Like that's a start, but like we gonna need more.
Yes. Do you think they're a playoff team?
You think we are?
No. I said, do you think we're a playoff team? I don't think we are.
No.
Okay.
There's no way we can go in the playoff.
I'm just
gonna say yes or no. We can get to the playoffs with our offense, but man, it's gonna be a shootout.
I don't see it, man. Like, we'll see.
And I'm only saying that because of the way that we played the Eagles, man. Like that was a good playoff atmosphere game. Sunday's game was more like a trap game for us. Like I don't know what it was, but like man.
But so here's I guess the question, since we're talking about that team. We did play them tough, but are we maybe giving them too much credit because Eagles really haven't shown anything? Yeah, they're 2-0. Don't get me wrong, they're 2-0. They could easily be 0-2 if people just caught the damn ball.
Yep.
So, and then what? And again, they won, but Jalen Hurts had 101 yards passing. Come on.
Yeah.
Like your quarterback's not winning you games.
Because I feel like we should have won that game by 2 touchdowns.
I mean,
not even being cocky.
No, I mean, if you figure the Ferguson catch in the end zone or the drop in the end zone, he did get his head taken off, but he had time to catch it and secure it before he got popped.
But he had one before that he
Right.
I think it was I can't remember if it was overthrown or what, but he had it.
So yeah, no, I look, man, like I don't. We're going to talk about some rankings here in a few. I got the Eagles I think I have the Eagles fourth as far as like a power rankings thing, man. Like I don't really see much from them just yet.
No, I talked to a couple Eagles fans, and they were saying it was going to be a whole lot of question marks around it. And just over the years, talking to you, I never heard them talking like that. So it was some uncertainty around some of the Eagles fans to say something like that, and it was true. So, like, I don't know. Their corners are not good. None of them.
So here's the funny thing, I think, and as we're talking about our receivers, if they were 0-2 right now, I can guarantee you AJ Brown would be pitching a fit for the lack of targets and just the lack of attention he's getting.
Oh no, he still is. He still is, but
But
he
he's
doing
not
it.
doing much. That's not bad because they're 2-0.
No, they've been talking to him about certain stuff, and he just saying like, I mean, I can't throw the ball to myself. Like pretty much what he was saying last year, because Jalen Hurts does not have a passing touchdown yet. Like they
No,
just been running the ball and kicking field goals and
and
stuff and
playing
just controlling the clock.
defense, which if you can attack their corners, you can actually move the ball on them. But that's their issues. We got issues of our own.
Yeah, we have a lot of issues.
So let's talk about, we got the Bears coming up, obviously. Jalen Johnson out at the corner. So as I mentioned earlier, I feel like we need to attack whatever their backup corner is. I haven't looked at their roster just yet. Or do you see us trying to run more of the ball and control the clock so we are having to have our defense on the field?
For me, the Bears defense is like really underrated. I know the front four, like I said, did pretty good. The linebackers are decent. The secondary, I mean, it's kind of similar to the Eagles, but not as good. But they, like I said, they can get pressure and stuff like that. Yeah, they can get my bad. They can get pressure up front. They still got the Sweat from Washington, and they got another DN that can get some pressure too. So I feel like they're gonna cause some problems. We got some issues up front with like just injuries and stuff like that. So we gonna have to hold up on at the O line Sunday.
Oh, you know who Jalen Johnson's backup is?
Who is that?
Our old pal, Nashawn Wright.
Oh yeah, he did catch a pick the first game.
He did.
Mm-hmm. Who was the other corner?
Let's see, their other corner, Tyreek Stevenson, which he's legit. Man, I would target Wright all game long. Quite honestly,
because more than likely Wright is going to be on Pickens.
Like I said, yeah, they've got their Sweat, Jarrett, Gervin, Dexter. Like their front four is formidable, and they got good linebackers. Actually, TJ Edwards is questionable, so that could help if he doesn't play. I would, if you can give Dak time, and obviously that's the big if, I'm targeting Wright all game.
I would too.
Run the ball if you can, at least be able to get that play action and just torch them. Let CD and Pickens just have their way with them. And that way we can win like a 40-32 game or something.
This could be one of those Ferguson type games.
He needs to step up.
Yeah, I will say that. But he does. Like I said, some of the throws that Dak has missed, but some of them, like, you gotta you got to be that person that you was before you got injured last year.
Yeah, and honestly, with the receivers they have now, I mean, well, with the two starters with Pickens and CD, he should have a lot of room underneath. So, and that's where like scheming comes in. Like, I don't understand how you can't scheme this man wide open.
Like I said, I feel like most of the time he be open, but it's either the pass is off or just whatever the case may be. It's just always something when it's coming when the ball coming his way. So
Yeah, and I think they need to stop the whole. All these tight end screens need to stop.
definitely, like we need to do something else. But I seen Sunday before Turpin got hurt, they was doing a whole lot to try to get him involved, and he was making his catches. So
Yeah, but I mean, even his screenplays, they were what 4 or 5 yards. Like, if you're going to run that play, you need to be getting 8 9 yards out of those.
yep, because I seen multiple teams run it, and they almost scored off
Yes.
of it.
So whether it's the offensive line not being able to get out and block in time, whatever it is, the screens aren't working. Maybe they're telegraphing it and the defense can pick it up quicker. But man,
Just take it out the playbook altogether.
right. And something I did notice, and maybe it's just me being real nitpicky, but it seemed like on most of the screen passes, Dak kind of underthrew him, and they kind of had to wait for the ball to get to him, and then like I feel like if you put a little bit more zip on, it gives them a little bit more time to make a move. But I think I'm just kind of nitpicking.
No, I mean, you right on with it. Like I feel like he was rattled up because,
You think he was
like I said, when we went up against Philly, it was a little different. He didn't get sacked or anything like that. So you right on the money.
so? Let's see. We got about 8 more minutes. Anything you want to touch on before we do some rankings?
Um, we touched on just about everything.
All right. So if you want to go first, you can, or you want me to go first because I got my top five.
Yeah, you can go first. So
Okay.
I'm gonna think
So
while you going.
right now, so for me, and I put out a power rankings out for the website that I write with. Baltimore for me is still number one. I know they're 1-1, and they kind of blew that game against Baltimore or Buffalo, but for me they're still one. Um, Now I'm trying to forget who the heck I had out there. Um, Let me pull it up real quick because I forgot. These oops. Go ahead. Baltimore 1, Buffalo 2, Green Bay 3, Philadelphia 4, and the Detroit Lions 5. Detroit plays Baltimore on Monday Night Football this week. That for me. That's the game of the week, man. We're gonna find out a lot about the Lions that week or that night, and then we'll see how Baltimore. It's in Baltimore, so obviously they'll have the crowd, but big game for Detroit. A lot of people here are raring for that game to go.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna be ready for that one. I'm very interested to see that game, and I always look at it like, man, I hate when they put these boring games on TV.
This is not going to be a boring game.
Yeah, like what was it, the Falcons and the Minnesota? Don't ever put them on national. No, because that game had me sleeping. But
Yeah.
for me, I'm gonna go with Buffalo just because like Josh Allen outside of Cook, he don't really have a whole lot of, and he making things work. I mean, he can run the ball, he can throw the ball. The defense stepped up and played well. For me, I'm gonna go Green Bay at 2. They've been solid, man. They went out there. Who did Green Bay play the first week? Oh yeah, Detroit. Like they manhandled them, and then like even with the Commanders, like they didn't give them a chance. So like I said, Green Bay a solid team, solid should have a deep run in the playoffs. Then I go Minnesota, Eagles, and the Bucks.
You got Minnesota 3, even though they're going to have J.J. McCarthy out there no more? And well, he wasn't very good anyway, but okay.
No, I had the Eagles. No, I had the Ravens, then the Eagles,
Oh, okay. I thought you said
then the
Minnesota.
Bucks. No, the Bucks
Okay.
at 5.
I was like, wait a minute. We're going to have to talk a little bit here.
Minnesota. I don't know. They got a good defense though, but I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, I was going back and forth between Baltimore and Buffalo because I think if James Cook can run the way he did consistently, it's going to make Josh Allen a much better quarterback, even more than he is. And but we'll see. He hasn't. I think he's had some injury history too, so we'll see how that goes. I think it's heavier. I think the NFC is on the light end as far as like really good teams. AFC is loaded, man.
Yeah, that's a whole
AFC
lot of teams.
is loaded. But we'll see, man. There's some good games. We need to. Hopefully, Dallas can withstand Chicago, come home with a win, because that Green Bay Packer game is going to be.
Ooh.
And it's what is it? Is that Sunday Night Football too? Or is it Thursday Night Football? I know it's a primetime game.
I think it's Sunday night.
Of course.
That's perfect though. Sunday Night Football, like.
Oh yeah, I mean it's good for ratings.
So why not give us a game?
If that's not the highest rated game of the first 3 weeks, I'm gonna be very surprised.
Oh, you already know they're gonna say Micah this, Micah that. They're gonna call Micah's name a million times again.
It's gonna be ad nauseum. Who won the trade? And oh my God, I don't even.
Yeah, like to me, I don't even care about that. It's just like we got what we got, they got what they got. I mean, we got to live with it now. We got to move on.
And I think that's something that we touched on last week is you kind of hope that, and obviously it didn't show against the Giants, but you kind of hope that all the Micah talk gets to our defense and these guys just say, okay, it's time for us to shut people up.
Yep. I hope it's
obviously that didn't work this week.
I hope it's a beat down like that for us. Like I hope we go out there and it's like, all right, so we did this without him. It's teams that won Super Bowls without a Michael Parsons. Like, come on, man. It's not the end of the world. Right. Yeah, we didn't like the trade, but I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, I didn't mind it.
I mean, I didn't either, but just for the fans out there, it's like, oh, we did it. I'm like,
I mean, yeah, we could have got a little bit more, but hey, you know what? I mean, given when the trade was made, they got what they got, and that's it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, for me for the last couple of years, like I love doing all the mock drafts and everything. Like I've been doing them like crazy with these 2 first-round picks. I'm like, ooh, we can get this guy. We might be able to get this guy. So,
and this platform is going to help us like do that even more because once we get it up and running and stuff, and then like with the off season, man, we gonna have so much fun with this.
Yes, sir.
I already got my eyes on a couple of people, but we gonna get into it now.
I've been watching more college football than I ever have.
Yes, so yeah, we definitely gonna have some fun with this.
All right, so we got a couple minutes. Let's. You want to predict this game? You want to give me a score? Put it out there for everybody to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 31-27, something like that. Yeah.
Who's winning?
We're gonna win, but it's gonna be crazy.
Okay. I like where your head's at. I'm gonna be similar. I'm going 28-24 Dallas.
I like that.
So we'll see. We will see. All right. Well, that's going to be this first episode of Star Therapy. Thank you for watching. We will see you next week. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys.
All right, that'll work. And I'm gonna load it up to YouTube in a few.
Okay.
So we can share it and stuff.
Sounds good, my friend.
All right, I'll holler at you later.
All right, bro.